Hello everyone once again and welcome back to PAX and Recreation. And today we continue the Murders at Karlov Manor saga with a collector booster box. So let's murder it and see what's inside. Now this is likely one of the most polemic recent sets in Magic the Gathering's history because it's it's kind of all over the place. I think that people kind of are hating it a little bit by default as well. Like some people already decided that they didn't like the clue thing, the mystery murder thing, and that was all it took for them to be, on the fence against this whole thing. And I mean, I get it. But, the whole clue thing, maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's not the clue product. That's another one. We will open it once it gets here. But, this is another one that is supposed to be opened backwards. Was this printed in Japan? Yep. Whenever a collector booster is printed in Japan, apparently they do it backwards. What I mean by backwards? Well, this. You're supposed to do it like this. So you go turning them around. Why? Because these are the normal ones, the commons and uncommons in foil, aka the chaff, as the kids call them. And once you get to, in this case, I guess this is a land. The land, you get the new cool foil land. So there is that, and then you get a special treatment. So the investigation story spotlight card style, the deuce. Now one in foil, slice from the shadows, not bad. Then a special land, not bad at all, in foil. And then wide arts and other special treatments in the last slots, right? So 10th district hero in wide art. Merchant of Truth. This is from the Commander decks, if I recall correctly. Not bad at all. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, investigate. Clues you control have Exalted. And then Underground Mortuary enters the battlefield tapped. When Underground Mortuary enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Which is not bad. In white. And the last one is Ansarg's Rampage for 3 and 2 red, is in foil and in story spotlight clue style, which is not bad. And then a dog, a cutie dog, and a detective. So dog and detective dog, or sorry, detective and dog detective, I guess. Let me put this thing here, I guess. Plus, I don't know, I think that a lot of things are accumulating. Like some people say that this was supposed to be New Capenna, and if you know anything about New Capenna, you know that I don't like this style of card at all, by the way. The card is good, the Ezreal Agency Chief, but like I don't like this case clue, like Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Like the two cards are kind of okay, but sadly one in foil, the other not. But I don't like that style. It just look like white cards. It's meh. Bolt Bender, so there is always a spot for commander cards apparently, and Blood Pattern Analysis. Oh, another rare. Wow, come on, baby, keep it coming. Crank up both Crusher. The chase is on in foil. Frantic Scapegoat. See, this is the type of confusion. A Swamp in foil. These lands are kind of nice. And then everything is foil kind of thing. Commons and uncommons. So I think that there is also some hate accumulated from the fact that, people were like, oh, well, this is New Capenna. This was supposed to be New Capenna. This fits New Capenna perfectly. And I have to agree. I mean, New Capenna, and there are some assets here that kind of scream New Capenna more than, Ravnica. But because New Capenna being like this noir mystery and all that actually can kind of work. But at the same time, it's like, well, this can be interesting for the sake of, showing the underbelly of Ravnica and how cases are being investigated and all that, but it doesn't feel like they take advantage of the setting as much as they could. Neither in terms of history or story, which we already know that they don't care that much about, because it's all about changing planes as fast as possible and universes beyond and all that. But at least from a what is it like to be guiltless? What is this investigator syndicate like? At the end, everything, like, the justification is kind of okay, but everything feels kind of ass-pulled, for lack of a better term, in my humble opinion. And I think that's why people don't really like it. Like, thematically, it's not quite there. Visually, it's kind of something that fits better in New Capenna, I guess. I don't know, it's a shame, because I like the whole theme of like, oh, there is a mystery, there is a murder, and being in Ravnica with all the guilds and like all their interests, I think it actually can work. The sad thing is that I believe that we are being so mistreated recently that everything feels like, I think that the Magic the Gathering players, at least, the ones that follow everything, buy the cards and all, like buy every set and all that stuff, the whales, as the companies like to call them. I think if you like Magic for more than just like the investment, like, oh yeah, this is collector booster is X, the value of cards inside is Y, so if you buy, you have a probability of recouping your investment, blah, 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 blah. Like, if you like the whole thing, right, like the cards, the art, obviously the price is a factor, right, obviously, but, oh, nice, this looks like a mirror. Cool. The foil is, I don't see, like, the Simic thing, it's not the Celestia thing, even though that's not the Celestia logo, but, oh, nice, like a mirror, kind of cool. I even forgot what I was saying with the mirror. I was just like, ooh, shiny thing, and I completely forgot what I was talking about. I think that the Magic the Gathering players, the ones that you want to keep, because those are the ones that really invest their time and money in Magic, etc. Maybe we are growing a little bit cynic about this. Like, for example, I like the setting, I like the idea, but at the same time, a part of me is just like, oh, of course, you just changed this. Like, my meta knowledge of the game is interfering with my enjoyment of the game, and I think that's a problem. But I'm not alone in this. Like, for example, like, of course, you change this to Ravnica because people love Ravnica. But this is not a Ravnica thing. This was supposed to be New Capenna or something else. You did the same with Ixalan. It was supposed to be something else, and you made it Ixalan, and now Ixalan has caves underneath it, and it's like, right, right? It's like that. If you are inside the thing, that's true. But at the same time, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter for you to enjoy freaking dinosaurs and now like a mystery thing in Ravnica again. Like, can we just be happy? But at the same time, if I'm just like happy and don't think about this, I feel like I've been made, like, they're making fun of me, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, they're like, oh, he will eat anything, haha, let's go. And like, sadly, a lot of Magic players, many Magic the Gathering players actually, and that's the main difference between Magic the Gathering players and other card game players, or even other products from Wizards, like Dungeons & Dragons. Dungeons & Dragons players are like, nope, I don't like that. Thank you very much. Goodbye. For Magic, it's like, oh, I don't like that. I'm still going to buy 3 boxes though, because God knows, maybe I can pull that crazy card. But it's like, well, if you don't like it, then don't buy it, bro. Like, come on. Like, pick a lane and fight. You know what I mean? Like, otherwise you're just being annoying for no reason. I don't know. And you can be like, no, I have a right to share my opinions. Like, yes, you do. But if you say something, if you're negative, like, for example, I'm not going to buy this thing, it's awful. It's like, okay, cool. And then you buy it. It's like, then what's up? Like, was that just noise? Because I will be hoping that if you are like always like, oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. You don't buy anything. You know what I mean? And you can be like, no, you can criticize and play. And it's like, yeah, sure, but like, it comes to a point where it's like, what are you doing besides noise, right? You know what I mean? It's like, are you contributing to the conversation? Like, you vote with your wallet. If you don't like something, don't buy it. That's the best way of voting for anything, is with your wallet. And if you're using your wallet, the companies notice. And like, as you saw, Wizards already changed a couple of things that they so far did, like, we didn't like. And like Magic 30 was one, but that God knows that everyone had to. We need to pull a Genki Dama there. Like, everyone had to hate on that at the same time for that to be like, oh, okay, maybe we stop. Like, you know, that was an exception, but with some other stuff, we are never that united. Some of it works, like what March of the Machine, the Aftermath. Man, I already got all the treatments for this card. Like, god damn it. You know what I mean? Like, when March of the Machine, the Aftermath came, everyone was like, oh, that's a scam, that's shit. And that's part of the set just cut to the side. And it's like, yep. And that's why they're not going to do anything like that again. Right, Wizards? I don't know. Let's see. Apparently the Assassin's Creed boosters are something similar to that. So, I don't know. People say that's like, oh, well, they were already planned and sent to printing before they realized that no one liked the others. So, oops. But, well, I don't know. But still, you attach Assassin's Creed to it, a lot of people are just going to run after it because this is Assassin's Creed. And like, trust me, I like Ezio Auditore more than anyone else. But there has to be a limit, people. There has to be a limit. Quoting, you know, Breaking Bad, like, he can't keep getting away with it. Like, there has to be a limit. Oh, nice. Undergrowth Recon. A Fugitive Codebreaker. Coolio. But see, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a little, like, I am kind of 50-50 in terms of, like, I don't want to over defend the set and be like, oh, well, guys, you don't understand the set, don't hate on it. At the same time, I don't want to be like, oh, everything that they do is shit. Like, I don't know, there's a middle term. Like, and I guess the middle term is like, my opinion, I think, is somewhere in the middle term. Is like, I like the idea of Murders at Karlov Manor. I like if I, you know, remove from my brain the knowledge that this should be New Capenna, I like the fact that it's like, oh, Ravnica, you know, this Ravnica with this is actually a very good combination. So I kind of like this. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I kind of like the idea. Now, as usual with Wizards and Magic lately, my problem is not so much the idea, is the execution. And in this case, the execution, like, for example, these cards, okay, like, don't go crazy over them. Like, then these lands are just here for reasons. Like, why do we have these lands here? Like, I love them, they're very cool, but like, I don't know, like, it's like, I don't know. Like, they don't feel very Ravnica either. Even though, yes, it's a city, that's the joke, but like, I don't know. I like the clue thing, right? The clue theme, the match with the whole pipe and all that. Like, I like that. I feel that they didn't explore the whole underbelly thing, the guildless people. The story does this thing where they try to touch the fact that, oh, no one cared about the murders because they were low profile until they killed someone with a high profile. So that shows that Ravnica is rotten. And I'm like, yeah, but we kind of already knew that. Like, that's not new. Like, man, what are you going to do with that information? Nothing. They don't do that much with that information. It just kind of sits. It's like, oh, okay, that happens. That sucks, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. And then the reveal of, like, who died, who killed them is like, okay. I mean, cool. You know, like, it feels kind of underwhelming, and it feels like they had these characters already very well established, like Aurelia and all that, and they didn't run with it. I don't know who's in charge of the story, but like, do you care about Magic? Like, why does it feel so passionless? Everything feels so passionless, like nothing has punch. I know that if you are the story writers, and I guess that the story writers don't choose where we go. The market chooses where we go. So if the marketing team already said like, oh, we're going to New Cap, oh, actually we're going to Ravnica, and they need to change everything to make it fit. This is the last one, by the way, and they only have X time to make it fit and make it work and all that. I mean, I feel you, brother. I know that's a shitty situation to work on. And then you can only spend one set on each plane, and it's always running because we are always with Kellen, like Oko's song, because apparently he's the protagonist now or something, and Oko is going to be on Outlast at Thunder Junction. Like 25 use. Like, I guess that yes, you make the best with what you have. So if that's the case, my respects to the story team, but it kind of sucks that it's like whatever, right? Like, there is no character building, nothing. The status quo barely changes, and if it changes, we don't know because no time to see what's up. We need to jump to the next plane, right? And to me, it's a shame because Magic the Gathering has kind of a strong lore and planes and all that. Like, I like it, and I'm sure that a lot of people like it as well. It just feels like they don't care about it, and that's what really, really bothers me. And that's the last booster in the collector booster box. Now let's pick the best looking card on each color. Well, makeshift binding is kind of nice. Let's see. Well, Color Surprise Witness. Actually, Merchant of Truth is the best looking one in white. Ironically, I wouldn't say this card is white just by looking at the art, but yeah. For blue, Propht's Eidetic Memory. Well, maybe. Actually, Dramatic Accusation is prettier. Well, this is actually kind of nice. No, I'm going with this one. The foil just brings it to life, in my opinion. For black, kind of meh, to be honest. Like, nothing that you go, oh wow, that's crazy. Let's go with murder. Just top 10 phrases to quote from this channel. Let's go with murder. So in red, you have a lot of red. So see, like, this is nice, but I guess Demand Answers is nice. Well, these two are actually nice as well. So I just like this one a lot. It's just so stupid. Now let's go with Demand Answers. Aurelia just there, like, shining on them, like, what's up? I demand answers. I like Undergrowth Recon a lot with the reflection in the lens. So we're going with that one. For colorless, not much to scrap here. So I don't know, let's go with Magnetic Snuffler, I guess. I mean, whatever. For the special lands, Meticulous Archive, why not? Long live Azorius, right? These ones is kind of cheating because they are all very nice and kind of similar. So I guess we're going to go random each video. I'm going with blue. And for multicolor, because it's Ravnica, so we always leave this one for last. Insidious Roots is nice. I think it's going to be that mirror card from the Trostani sisters. Because you have this one, you have that one, and then you have the mirror one for the case. Like, look at that thing. It's like plastic. It's going to be this one for sure. And with that, that's it. Let me know if you agree with the picks. Let me know what you think about Murders at Karlov Manor, or Markov at Karlov Manor, or whatever it is that the kids call it these days. And as usual, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you had a great time, and I will see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.